Do you want to know what kind of mindset makes people believe you're being secretly trained by a ghost-level strategist? Stay till the end. I'll show you exactly how to build it. If you ever wondered why they think someone's coaching you, it's because you started moving like someone who's guided. But the truth? No one's coaching you. You built this mindset in the dark, and they can't believe it. You didn't have a mentor. You had breakdowns. You had sleepless nights. You had moments where your chest caved in and no one noticed. You learned control because chaos wasn't optional. You built focus because distraction used to destroy you. And now they're asking who taught you, because your presence changed. You move like someone with strategy. You speak like someone who trained for war. You don't react, you redirect. But behind that was just you, sitting with thoughts that tried to kill you until they obeyed. Comment this: my silence was my mentor. If you're building in silence too, subscribe. Some paths shouldn't be walked alone. You didn't have a map. You had patterns. You started noticing what drained you, who made you second guess, what left you feeling smaller, and you stopped apologizing for leaving. That's when things changed. Your mornings stopped being chaotic. Your phone stopped being your compass. You started writing your own rules, waking up earlier, not for productivity, but for dominance over the day. Your mind stopped chasing dopamine and started chasing structure. You planned, not because you're type A, because you got tired of drowning. That's why they think someone trained you. But no, you trained yourself to stop needing chaos to feel alive. Comment this: I found clarity in structure. Your emotions used to hijack you. A text could break your focus. A memory could take your whole day. You'd spiral and call it sensitivity. But it wasn't sensitivity. It was untrained intensity. You didn't need to feel less. You needed to handle more. So you stopped trying to suppress. You started translating. Every wave of anger became intel. Every hit of anxiety became a signal. Every heartbreak, a blueprint. You learned to pause, not to freeze, but to intercept. You rewired your reactions by giving emotions a job. Now when sadness hits, you reflect. When fear shows up, you plan. When rage rises, you build. That's why they don't understand how you stay so calm. It's not because you don't feel. It's because you finally know what to do with the feeling. Comment this: I trained my emotions to work for me. If this unlocked something in you, like the video, let your algorithm reflect your evolution. Clarity isn't a feeling, it's a decision. And for a long time, you waited to feel ready, to feel confident, to feel like it was the perfect moment. But nothing changed, because clarity doesn't come from waiting. It comes from committing. You learned to decide first and figure it out after, to move with doubt but act with discipline. You stopped asking for signs. You became the signal. Now your life moves faster because you do. You're not stuck anymore because you removed maybe from your vocabulary. That's why your decisions feel clean, not because you're always right, but because you own the consequences. You're no longer scared of choosing wrong. You're scared of standing still. Comment this. I move without perfect clarity. People feel you before you speak. They shift when you enter the room. Not because you're loud, but because you're aligned. You carry stillness like it's dangerous. You walk like time bends around your schedule. You don't rush. You move with certainty. And people sense that. They don't know if it's confidence or danger, clarity or mystery, but it hits them. Because most people operate from reaction. You operate from intention. You've stopped bleeding energy. Now your silence feels like strategy. Your presence, it whispers, this one's been through something and came out sharper. You didn't gain power. You stopped leaking it. Comment this. My presence speaks first. Turn on notifications, not for updates, but for upgrades. They don't know how to label you anymore. Too calm to be naive, too sharp to be passive, too focused to be average. So they start assuming someone's coaching them. There's no way they change this fast. This doesn't feel natural. They're wrong. You weren't changed. You were exposed. The real you was always there. You just cleared the noise. You outgrew your triggers. You stopped explaining your choices. You started studying your patterns like your survival depended on it. Because it did. You made peace look suspicious. You made silence look rehearsed. You made growth look engineered. But this isn't a performance. It's just you after the fire. Comment this. I didn't evolve. I emerged. They used to overlook you. Now they watch you closely. They ask how you stay so grounded, how you stay calm when everything burns, how your energy doesn't drain like theirs. But you don't give them a speech. You just live different. You say less, move slower, but somehow you get more done. Because your mindset isn't just resilience, it's precision. You don't waste thoughts. You don't chase validation. You don't fight battles that aren't yours. And people feel safer around you. Not because you fix them, but because you don't need to. Your presence reminds them control is possible. Not because life got easier, but because you trained harder. You became proof. If they listen deeper, if they watch longer, they'll learn. But there's more to this. Actual tools, real tactics, and mental weapons I haven't even shown you yet. If you're ready to go deeper, watch the next videos. You're not misunderstood. You're ahead. They won't validate you because they don't recognize what you've become. You don't need reminders anymore. You are the reminder. You used to chase alignment. Now you attract it. You don't demand attention. You hold presence. You don't preach values. You embody them. Because your mindset isn't decoration, it's design. Built from silence, tested in fire, and proven in every moment you didn't fold. This isn't about being better than them. It's about being undeniable to yourself. And now, you have to decide one thing. Will you let the world keep guessing how you did it? Or will you teach it by how you live? Comment below. What's the one mindset shift that changed your life? And are you living like it?